Welcome to Gaming Fin, your channel for everything related to the gaming industry and the stock market. And today I'm going to talk about BigBen Interactive and a little bit about NACON. And I'm going to tell you the story how those two stocks are actually related to each other. So also disclaimer, I'm invested in BigBen Interactive and I'm a happy investor since I was buying more or less here at 13 euros or something, and I was profiting already on the way up, so 30% up of course in this sense. But yeah, I'm not invested in NACON. So why did I buy BigBen? I'm going to tell you this as well. And then the disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a YouTuber, a retail investor myself. This is for information entertainment purposes only. Don't buy anything I'm talking about here in those videos. You can lose all your monies by investing in stocks, crypto or whatever. It's all risky, guys. It's extremely risky. So yeah, my BigBen Interactive position is a small position. Again, it's a 0.11 position now since I'm almost 30% up, so that's pretty nice. So actually the position gets better. So I was just investing based on knowing that BigBen Interactive and NACON are linked with each other, that 70% of NACON belongs to the BigBen Interactive group and it's traded at the Paris Stock Exchange. But I could also have invested in NACON, and if we look at the NACON chart later, it also doesn't look so bad for now. So of course I was lucky getting buying here into at around about 13-14 euros. I think it was 13-14 euros, tiny position, and obviously now I'm profiting from the way up. Shall I sell now? I don't consider selling now. So this is a long time investment for me, of course, guys. So I'm not going to sell this stock. So I'm happy to stay in the stock. And if I'm looking now on a 5-year, let's look actually on an all horizon. So wait, we have to make it, now it looks much better. So probably coming from some crazy .com bubble over there. You see bubbles when they pop, it's very rare that you get back to those heights. So but I would say that since 2005 this stock was actually being on a nice path, though. Of course in 2014 then it dropped again massively, but since then it's going up nicely. Can it go down again to 10 euros? Can it go down to 10, 7, 8 euros, 6 euros, or even 2 euros 50? Guys, of course this is all possible because it's extremely risky. But for the long term, I hope that we're going to have some nice growth, of course, guys. So let's go to BigBen here and let's look a little bit at the financials. So, and also compare it directly with NACON, which is a subsidiary, or which is not a subsidiary, which belongs to BigBen. So we have a market cap of 321 million euros for BigBen Interactive. Now that's a small market cap. That's actually already, I think, what's the definition again of penny stock? I don't know, but it's a small cap. So PE 1844, and we even have a dividend of 1.74. So I'm sure that this dividend is related to the fact that actually they own 70% of NACON. So if NACON makes money, this money goes directly to BigBen, and then they're giving it a little bit to the shareholder. So the PE ratio of NACON, this is the gaming branch of BigBen, or it was former BigBen Interactive, is 42. So you see the mere gaming branch is actually pretty high when it comes to the PE ratio, and also the market cap 410.28 is also higher. So why was I investing then in BigBen and why I was not investing in NACON? Exactly for this reason, that I wanted to have a little bit less risk. So if I would now invest in a PE ratio of 42, it just doesn't feel right. So, and the market cap is higher, yeah, that's also related obviously to the PE ratio. So if we go over the overall chart, the chart looks okay. I mean, look, it's from the March lows to now also 30% down. So probably also if I would have invested in NACON in April, then I would also have made some 10% plus there. So employees at NACON 618, and if we look at BigBen 830. So BigBen is the old company, BigBen is the group, and NACON is the gaming branch. So this is maybe the easy way to put this. So if we look at the financials, it's always interesting to, especially for French companies, look at the financials. we see overall a revenue of 274.5 million and a net income of 10 million. Oh my god, that's like nothing if you compare to other companies, but I guess for gaming companies that's not too bad. I mean, at least those are positive, and this is the most important aspect when it comes to growth companies. So is BigBen a growth company? I hope we could say it. So I hope we could say it, but it's not always so clear. I mean, it's an old tech company. And also in 25, so we had a nice revenue, but the net income was 1470. Net income also went down in 2020, and from 2020 to 21, we see that the net income went down, but the revenue went up. Okay, so let's put those numbers there. So revenue minus year-over-year change, operating expenses go up. That's never good, but yeah. Net income 30%, so revenue 6%, around about 6%, net income around about 30% minus, so EBITDA also minus 50%. Oh, what was going on there? Very difficult to say. Then we have the balance sheet. So for, well, balance sheet, okay, total assets going up, total liabilities also going up, so over time. Then shares outstanding, and then we actually don't get more information here on Google Finance, but that's no problem, because I would also say now we jump very quickly to NACON. So I made a video about NACON, but as I said, I didn't invest in NACON for the reason that I thought actually the PE ratio is way too high. So if we look now on annual, so it looks pretty much the same. So which is obviously, since it's 70% held by BigBen. So we see revenue going down from 21 now in 22. Yeah, we cannot say now in 22 because we're still in 22. So therefore, let's compare it. The year-over-year change from 2020. So it was also going up from to 21. So, but all of the other parameters are actually negative. Balance sheet, see, we get some information here. Cash flow also not really a lot of information. So then I would say let's jump to. You can get more information, of course, guys, if you now here go on BigBen, and then we go in the investor center. So, and then we can see, obviously we can read then those reports. So, but we want to know a little bit more about NACON. What are they doing actually? Leader in digital entertainment industry. The BigBen Group applies its know-how, synergy of strategic activities, successful and long-lasting European base, worldwide leaders in each of its markets, varied catalog, marketing, sales experience. So gaming distributor, gaming accessory manufacturer, one of the great European names in the sector. Video game publishing department expanding rapidly. Here, 9 development studios based in France, Canada, Belgium, and Italy, 360 developers alone. So between 2018 and 19, BigBen and now its subsidiary NACON invest. It's a subsidiary actually. So invest in re-owned development structures. So Kiloton Racing, Cyanide, Studio Echo Software, and Race Awards. The group also took participation in the capital of the Italian studio Luna Great Wall Studios Race Award. In October 2020, NACON acquired 100% of NeoPicker. So those companies, most probably you don't know them because I don't know them myself yet. So I would have to check out what games they are actually producing. So, and then we go further and we see Conceptor, that's interesting, and then logistics, etc. network. So then Identities International. I thought this map is very interesting. So I'm putting you the link down, of course, in the description of this video. On this map, we see they are mostly in Paris, mostly in France, a little bit in the Benelux, and even one company also in Germany. So BigBen has implemented a strategy of logistic marketing network around the world. So sales network, 115 companies, and implantation in 23 subsidiaries. So they're of course selling them also to the US. And if we look at the directors, well, here you see chairman, etc., but that's maybe less important. important for us. And then our story. So BigBen Group is currently a group of close to 750 employees, the headquarters of which is based in Lesca in the north of France, initially focused on supplying electronic items. It then diversified into multimedia and video games. It did so with success from then on. Its popularity went beyond French borders. At the origins of this rise in 1981, Alain Falk got into supply and the manufacturing of electronic products. He very quickly anticipated technological progress in the booming gaming industry. It's still a booming gaming industry, having become the French leader in the market of accessories for video game consoles at the start of the millennium. I remember actually all the accessories. The group began its international development by buying up several publishers and distributors and creating an affiliate in Germany and a design office in Hong Kong. This expansion abroad continues with the opening of 3 new affiliates in Italy, Spain and the US. So, entered onto the Paris Stock Exchange in 1990, BigBen Interactive initiates its diversification strategy by adding the distribution and publishing of video games to its businesses, which allowed it to establish itself among the major publishers. In 2011, BigBen Interactive also bought the branch of the Parisian company Mode Lab, specialized in accessories for mobile phones. This was a fruitful strategy, as accessories for smartphones now stamp BigBen Connected and currently a dynamic sector for BigBen and a showcase for its partnership, blah blah. So in 2018, the BigBen Group established a prestigious partnership with Sony for marketing of its accessories under the NACON brand, including its Revolution Pro controllers under PS4 license. In 18 and 19, the group acquired 4 major development studios. I just talked about this. On October 31st in 2019, the BigBen Group approved the partial contribution of assets from its gaming branch to NACON subsidiary, which went public on March the 4th. So February 2020, NACON acquired RIG, famous American gaming headset brand, well known worldwide. So if we go now to overview, oh my god, so we get some nice key dates. So we see creation 1981 and then spin-off the gaming branch of and creation of NACON company in October 2019, and then IPO of NACON company was then in March 2020. So now you can buy also NACON stock. So of course, so I like really the group page. So with a lot of data, with a lot of information, and it's clear. It's not just all hidden. So I mean, it's an old company, they have a lot to offer, so that's already pretty cool. So if we go to the investor center now, we can talk about the financial releases, regulated information, agenda, contract. So maybe we check out the financial release now. Oh, you see guys, that's now we're talking about. So first quarter, say second quarter, and say third quarter. So interim information. And I would say let's go to the fourth quarter. I don't see, obviously that's then not yet out. Then we check out the third quarter. And I opened the third quarter 2021-2022 plus 4.5% return to growth. So that sounds good. So sales first half year, third quarter, we see then we have, in comparison to the last year, we have actually a minus of 8.5% when it comes to sales. And then we look for BigBen. Actually, for BigBen is a plus of 4.1%, but NACON Gaming is going down. If we then only look at the third quarter, we see actually for the sales, we see 4.5% up, and then NACON Gaming was more successful. So cumulative 9 months, we see NACON Gaming 8.2% down, and BigBen Audio, Video and Telco 3.9% up. So when I just see this, I think, okay, the gaming branch is a little bit more volatile. So therefore investing for me personally now in BigBen was definitely the more defensive and the less risky approach in this year. So highlights, as we expected, the third quarter, a return to growth after a first half impacted by high comparison basis. So that's the problem the pandemic had. So most of the comparisons in the most gaming industries were to 2020, obviously. Then in 2021 not so good anymore, driven by the sound performance of both business units. Group sales rose by 4.5%, so over the period 91.3 million euros. As a result, cumulative sales for the first 9 months reached 215.4 million euros, representing a limited year-on-year decline of 3.4% after an 8.5% fall in the first half. You know, it's very simple math though. You know, if we are now a little bit less good this year or last quarter, then the comparison in the next quarter and for the next year is getting better. So that's always how it works. So if you go now down 20% and then the next time you go up 10%, and everyone says, that's so amazing. So, but of course the stock price is mostly falling the numbers as well. So at the end of the fourth quarter, BigBen Group should achieve the targets announced at the time of the publication of the half-year results for 21-22. So for NACON Gaming, NACON returned to growth after 2 quarters which had been impacted by a very high comparison basis due to the lockdown periods favorable to the business. Sales growth over the period was driven by the strong performance of the games catalog and games accessories. So this activity posted sales of 14.3 million, up to 3.4% over the quarter. This increase was driven by the release of Cricket 22. Who has played this game, seriously? Which got off to a commercial start in line with expectations. Doesn't sound really good. The back catalog held up well, with sales of 5.5 million euros. So accessories, this activity also grew by 7.4% to 34.9 million euros over the period. Third quarter saw the release of the new Revolution X Pro controller. This good performance could have been amplified without the worldwide shortage of consoles. Now we're blaming the shortfall of consoles, but they're right. So more consoles would have mean actually then also selling more hardware. And the audio video telco, that's actually now interesting because NACON I already know much more about, and you also find a lot of information for NACON actually in this dedicated video that I made. So business unit posted sales of 40.1 million, up to 3.5% compared to the third quarter. Mobile accessories sales rose by 11.7% over the period to 929 million euros. This momentum was driven by the Force Power BigBen Force Case Just Green ranges, bolstered by success of the new iPhone. Today actually, or yesterday, a new iPhone has been announced by Apple. And premium smartphones that are gradually being delivered without chargers. The expansion to other distribution channels also contributed to this growth. So if their smartphones are delivered without a charger, actually they are making money. So Just Green, I think I have a Just Green charger myself. So audio video recorded quarterly sales of 10.9 million compared to with 12.6 million in the third quarter. So impacted by the refocusing of sales on higher value added products. So that sounds nice. In this context, the business unit is successfully pursuing its action for margin recovery thanks to an improved product mix. Let's have a look at the target. So targets, BigBen confirms its targets with sales ranging from 270 to 300 million and current operating profit around 24 million euros. So for the overall fiscal year of 21 and 22. So what do we see for NACON Gaming? Something interesting. So however, game sales are expected to be significantly down given a weak publishing activity over the period and the postponement of Vampire Masquerade and Swank Zone. Then after the success of the Revolution Pro controller launch in October, accessories will enjoy ongoing sales of headsets. So okay, that's good. The first synergies with Medtronic, European leader in image processing in the field of connected audio video. Never heard about this. So creative development of 5G, very good, which will encourage the renewal of mobile phone fleet. Yeah, that's what everyone is speculating on. The launch of numerous smartphones without charger. So they're really making money if smartphones come without chargers. So confirmation of the 21-22 targets and confirmation of the 22-23 targets. So for 22-23 fiscal year, the group anticipates a strong sales growth in its 2 core businesses, with revenues ranging from 400 million to 450 million. So nice. Definitely nice, and current operating margin exceeding 14%. This growth will come in particular from a buy-around publishing activity of NACON Gaming, release of more than 15 games over the year, including the highly anticipated Vampire Masquerade and 4 other major games: Steel Rising, The Lord of the Rings, Golem, Session, Test Drive Unlimited, Solar Crown. And from a BigBen audio video telco business unit boosted by the positive trends of 5G smartphone market and by full year consolidation of Medtronic. Suspension of the liquidity contract in the context of the exceptional distribution in kind of NACON shares. So in the context of the exceptional distribution in kind of NACON shares by BigBen Interactive, the precise specification of which were the subject of the detailed press release available on the company website, the liquidity contract the liquidity contract will resume. Okay, sorry for the rest, so didn't want to confuse you with this. So this is not obviously this is impacting massively us as shareholders, but I guess it's not really worth it to get too much into this aspect now. So guys, I would say if we take a look again, this is the chart overall. So the numbers are good, the business is growing, games are coming, telco communication businesses running also well. So I would say I'm still happy with my investment in BigBen Interactive, and I'm also kind of happy that I didn't jump on directly on NACON, but I stayed with BigBen since they own 70% of NACON and also profiting. If NACON is doing well, BigBen Group is also doing well. So with that, I would say I'm leaving it here. It was a little bit longer video, but I hope you enjoyed it. So if you did so, write me a commentary in the and give me a like and give me a sub, and also check out my other videos. So thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.